Coming up next,
we can maybe start to create some change in the world if everyone just realizes that exercise doesn't suck. It's actually fun.
the Job Talk podcast shares stories from people who are passionate and love what they do in their careers. Through conversation, we explore their careers, past work experiences, and the education that got them to where they are now. We are putting together a Career Crisis Ultimate interview series. We are asking experts to give their best advice and guidance around work anxiety, career pressures, career goal setting, and ultimately, career transformation. To learn more about this special interview series and get notified when it's available, please visit our webpage at thejobtalk.com/help. This is the shortened version from our in-depth conversation. Please visit thejobtalk.com to find the full episode.
Today's guest is Kelsey Vickers. Here's our job talk with a personal fitness trainer. Let's get right into it then. What do you love about being a trainer and the career that you've chosen for yourself?
I feel very grateful. I really do. I get to be part of something that's really special. Like I get to see people evolve and change and grow and flourish. And I get to be part of this experience that's, seeing them push through limiting beliefs that they might have about themselves. They become their courage, their, confidence, everything changes for them. And I think that's a really vulnerable kind of relationship to be in a great way that I get to be part of that. And I get them, there's trust involved. So I just feel really privileged. And I think I lucked out.
And what do you think you're most proud of?
Oh man, I'm most proud of. I think that I get to be in a job that can create like a ripple effect, and especially with our program Fit and Fierce, it's for girls like grades 3 to 12, and they learn mind wellness and fitness and nutrition, and they just develop like healthy habits, and that they're creating like habits that are going to build and last for a lifetime, and that creates a ripple effect. It's like their siblings. These kids are meal prepping. They're making their own lunches. They're making good choices. And then their families and maybe through their friends. And when they grow up, they kind of have this idea about, I have a good attitude between like for fitness and nutrition and exercise and all of that. So it does ripple through, and maybe their kids, we can maybe start to create some change in the world if everyone just realizes that exercise doesn't suck. It's actually fun. It's good. And you feel good, right? Mentally.
Yeah, I have two daughters, and
Yep.
Your Fit and Fierce program definitely caught my eye.
Yes.
And I had a feeling you were going to say that is what you're most proud of, because I could only imagine you probably see the girls' confidence come to them as they're going through that program.
It is honestly, it truly is incredible. Like it just makes me so grateful. I get emotional about it when I talk about it, because we see girls that some are young, and now we have girls that have gone through the program for years and they're working with us now. It's just to see them grow is phenomenal. Like I can't express to you how much change that we see, and just how they believe in themselves is really key, and their attitudes, how they talk to themselves, how they treat themselves, and that is a lot. That's a big deal, because there's a lot of negative talk as you're growing up. It's hard, especially now, right? So they have to deal with a lot. So I think just to be able to be part of a team that is like their cheerleader, nothing makes me more happy.
I started this podcast because I want to build a library of interviews with all types of occupations, because I left a career that I wasn't happy in.
Right.
And I wonder if there's any advice you could give to that person out there that has always been interested in personal fitness. What kind of advice could you give them to pursue a career and maybe make a switch into your industry?
I feel like if it is calling you, if it is something that honestly speaks to your heart, I say go for it. If you have the ability to go through the program like Nate, I would do that. I think it is comprehensive. You will learn so much. And if changing people's lives is something that matters to you, or just being a positive effect, having that positive attitude, I mean, you are around positive energy a lot. Like you have that around you a lot because you are doing some really great things. So it's a happy career, I think. I know in the pandemic it was a little bit tough, but I think overall, as an entrepreneur and going into business for yourself, it's extremely rewarding. And if you build a team and you build a gym, financially, it can be really lucrative for you. So I feel if it's calling you, you go and you get the knowledge and you get the experience and you get the education and go for it. Don't stop because it's amazing. It really is. And you get to walk your dogs in between clients and do cool things that if you were stuck at a desk, you wouldn't be able to do, right? So there's some freedoms in being an entrepreneur that I'm also really grateful for.
Thank you for tuning in to the Job Talk podcast. For more information, please visit us at thejobtalk.com. Our podcast music was created by our friend Mike Malone in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.